Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I prep my nails to make my sets last 4 or more weeks. So I just got finished removing my last set, and if you want to know how I remove my sets, I have a video on my channel. I'll also link it down below. So I just start out by pushing back my cuticles with my cuticle pusher. And for this part, you can use a metal one like I am, or an orange wood stick, or one of those, like, I think they're like silicone cuticle pushers. But no matter what you use, you want to be careful not to push too hard or dig into your nail or your skin, because that'll hurt and it'll cause some damage. I have been pushing off doing the voiceover for this video because I am sick and my throat really hurts and my voice is all like gravelly, like scratchy sounding, and I don't really want to do a whole lot of talking, which I'm going to have to do in this video. And that's why I was trying to push it off, but I couldn't push it off anymore because this video is going up this week and I need to get this done. So as you saw, I have a 120 grit sanding band on my e-file, and I'm just going to take that and go over the entire nail surface. I start by going around the cuticles to get up some of that dead skin, and then I just go over the rest of the nails to like buff them a little bit to get them ready for the gel application. And I have my e-file on 5,000 RPM. When you're working on your natural nails, you don't want to have your e-file set to a very high RPM, because you want to avoid filing too much and causing the burning. I'm also not putting a lot of pressure on my nail with the e-file. I'm just lightly going over it, just enough to where it will buff out my nails, but not really enough to dig into the nails. Also, on my pinky nail, that spot there is like a bruise that I got. I didn't mention this earlier, but depending on the length of my nails, I will cut them down if they are too long for what I prefer. I prefer to keep my natural nails very short, but in this instance, I didn't feel the need to cut them. They were still pretty short and to where I like them. So once I'm done with that, I just take this cuticle ball bit. It's a ceramic bit, and I'm just going to go around the cuticle to get up any more of that dead skin around there. And again, because I'm doing this all on my natural nails, I have this set at 5,000 RPM. And for anyone who doesn't know, RPM just means rotations per minute. So that's how many times the the bit in your e-file spins around in a minute. Now I'm going to take this cone bit. I think it's a ceramic cone bit. I'm not actually sure what the grit is on it, but it's actually pretty soft. It came with this e-file, which I don't think I mentioned. This is the McCart Stephanie e-file, and it came with some bits. The other bits that I was using are from just off Amazon, but this one came with this e-file, and I'm just going around. I mainly focus this like around the skin to get up any like leftover dead skin, like hangnails and stuff, and to really get up in there to remove what's left of the cuticle on my nail plate. But this one really helps to like smooth out my skin around the nails, so I don't have all those little scraggly dead bits that are hanging off that will cause hangnails. And again, I'm just using this at 5,000 RPM. Once I'm finished with this step, I take my cuticle scissors and I just go around and cut off any hangnails that may be around my skin and nails. I see a lot of people cutting their eponychium, which is live skin, and you do not want to cut that, but they cut it thinking that it's the cuticle, and it's not. Cutting this can lead to infection and cause that skin to grow back quicker and thicker in order to protect itself. And when I was in school in the state of Arizona, we were taught that it is illegal to even cut the eponychium because it is live skin. It is okay to remove any hangnails and your cuticles because those are dead skin. And this is what my nails look like after I finished doing all of that. I am now going to show you how I prep and apply my nail tips. So I'm using these nail tips that I get off Amazon. They are 3XL no C-curve square tips, and I'm just going to take my E-file and my cuticle ball bit at 10,000 RPMs and just etch there in the well of the tip where the tip and my natural nail will be connected. And then sometimes I will file off the little number on the tips. I don't always do that depending on the design that I'm going to do. Like if I'm doing a clear set, then I will remove the numbers, but if I'm not doing a clear set, then I usually don't worry about the numbers. However, for this set, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, so I just removed the numbers just in case I decided to go with a clear set. And the reason for me etching the nails like this is because I don't use nail glue to attach them to my nails. I use my builder gel, and gel doesn't stick to smooth surfaces, so I have to etch them in order for the gel to stick to the tips. a trick that I learned in school to make the tips more flush with your natural nail is to take your hand file and just file down the top of the nail tip before you apply them. That way, once you get them on, you don't have to worry about blending them into your natural nails. They'll already be blended. This will also be really good for anyone who likes to use a peel-off base coat. If you do this before you attach your nails, your tips to your nails, then you don't have to really worry about them popping off while you're trying to blend them and etch the surface of the nail. And I don't show it in this video, but once I'm done with all this filing and etching, I do wipe away the all the dust from the tips with one of those little like dust brushes. Now I'm taking my dehydrator and I'm just applying that into the well of the nail because I have been touching them and I don't want any of my oils from my skin to be on these nails. I want to make sure that I have the best adhesion when it comes to applying these tips to my nails. Now I'm taking my pH bond, which is just my primer, and I'm applying that into the well. This also chemically etches the tips. You don't have to do this if you use your e-file to etch them. You can do one or the other, either use the e-file to etch or use primer to etch. I personally like to do both. I feel like this gives me the best outcome when it comes to adhering these tips to my nails for them to last as long as possible. because I do use my builder gel to attach my tips to my nails, I am applying my base coat to the nail tips. This just ensures that the builder gel will stick to the tips. And once I get the base coat applied to all of the tips, I cure that for 30 seconds. Now that I'm finished prepping my tips, I'm just going in with a lint-free wipe and some isopropyl alcohol and just wiping off my natural nails to make sure that they are clean and to dehydrate them a bit. So now I'm going to apply my dehydrator to my nails to further make sure there's no oils and dirt on the nails, to ensure that I have a really good adhesion. And then once I apply the dehydrator and let that dry for a bit, I go in with my bond and I apply that and let that dry for a little bit, and once that's dry, I apply my base coat and then I cure my base coat for 30 seconds. And as you can see, I'm only applying these products to part of my nail, and it's only the part where the nail tip will meet my natural nail, and that's because base coat is sticky and I don't want to get any lint or dust or anything stuck to the base coat while I'm doing my nails. I will apply all this again later when I go in to do my nail art and like build up my nails with my builder gel and everything. Now I'm just taking my clear builder gel from Savvyland and applying that to the well of the nail tip, and then I turn on my little gooseneck lamp here that I got. It's from Lisette Gel Nails, her website, LGN Pro, and I just place the tip onto my nail and make sure it's straight, and then I hold it in place while I flash cure this real quick. I just cure it enough to where it will stay on the nail so I can move on and attach the rest of the tips. And I just repeat that same process for all 5 nails. I use builder gel to adhere my nail tips to my nails because me and nail glue are not friends. I can never get nail glue to last on my nails for more than 2 or 3 days. So I found that if I adhere my tips with my builder gel, I can get a much longer wear out of them. So when it comes to my pointer fingers on both of my hands, they are both crooked. My right pointer finger is way more crooked than my left pointer finger. And usually when you have a crooked finger or nail like this, you can line up the nail tip with your knuckle and it will be straight or appear that it is straight, even though technically on your nail it is a little bit crooked, but it looks straight. But if I do that here on my left finger, if I were to do that, the tip would turn more towards the right side and be extremely crooked. So I don't do that. I don't line it up with my knuckle. Instead, I line it up with my cuticle, and it still is crooked when I do that. But it's nowhere near as crooked as if I were to line it up with my knuckle. So no matter what I do, my pointer fingers are crooked, and that's just how it is. It doesn't really bother me because I'm used to it and I know that it's like this, and I try to make them, you know, as not as crooked, but you know, it is what it is. So here you can see it is still a little bit crooked, but it's not too bad. If you don't look at it too much, it looks like it's straight, but it's not. It leans more towards the left a little bit, but That's as good as I can get it. So after I get all of the tips on with my builder gel, I do stick my hand in my big nail lamp to cure them for a full 60 seconds to make sure they're on and everything is fully cured. And this is what they look like. So prepping my nails and my tips like this and applying my tips this way allows me to wear my nail sets for 4 or more weeks. I usually wear them for about 2 or 3 weeks before I get bored and want to switch my nail sets. But this set I have had on for 4, almost 5 weeks now. And I have absolutely no lifting on my left hand. I do have a little bit of lifting on my pinky on my right hand, but other than that, I have no lifting. I'm also super rough on my hands, and I'm constantly like banging them into things and like whacking them and everything, and I have absolutely no lifting except for a teensy tiny bit there on my pinky finger. So that is how I prep and apply my nails to make my sets last 4 or more weeks. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.